What is going on, everybody? John Impemba here with Andrew Cooper. Welcome into the Phantom Game Day Playbook Show. It is NFL Week 16, Coop Disney Fantasy Football semifinals here. Chat is already loaded up and ready to go. They are here. They have some questions to be answered this week, Coop. It's obviously a very important week here in fantasy football. A lot of starts. It's been a busy morning show. Myself and Britt Flynn. I know you and Bender just coming off of a Sirius XM show. A lot of questions to be had there as well. How you feeling about everything, man?
Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good, and we're going to be feeling a lot better a half hour from now. Luckily, we set this show at this time to coincide with the inactives being announced. The official 1 o'clock inactives will be announced at 11:30. So we're going to hit on everything we can here, get you all the information you need to dominate your playoff matchups. And at 11:30, we're going to get some big time answers on a lot of these dicey situations. I mean, we'll find out for sure within 27 minutes whether Jaden Reed's going to play, right? We're going to find out whether Zay Jones is going to play. We're going to find out a lot of these guys, whether they're in, whether they're out, what we're doing. So make sure you stay tuned with us through that because things could change. Also, when you get your questions in, folks, do us a favor. Help us help you. Only put it in there one time. We're going to go through all of them. We're going to hit on all of them. I don't know about you, Johnny. I can stay a little over time if we have to, but usually we get them all. To make things easy for us, questions one time. Put in the full names of players, no B. Robinsons. There's too many B. Robinsons. There's a ton of J. Williamses, no Smiths, John, right? Like, give us the full names, all right? And then tell us PPR, half PPR. Give us as much information. If you went up against George Pickens, tell us that because we'll tell you, you know what? You need extra juice here. Go for the upside, right? So give us everything that you can. And as the chat is already blowing up, John, we might have to get into it. Do you have anything you want to hit on before we go
I
crazy?
do. I got two things to say. First, if
Sure.
you could like the stream, I mean, why not? Help us out here, like and subscribe. And since we have the audience, I might as well talk about the holiday sale, right? $4 for the first month of our All Pro package right now. Go to fanstime.com/Santa there. Get $1 a week for all access to all of our content that we have on site, all premium content there. I just threw the link in the chat as well. You can't beat the deal we have right now. It ends on the 26th. You have 2 days to take advantage of this all-pro offer right now. $1 a week for the next 4 weeks to get all content access behind the paywall for NFL, NBA, NHL, PGA. We have the MLB Fantasy Baseball Draft Guide coming out in January, which means that would be included in your subscription as well. So check it out. Become a member of the family today and join us, man. It's a lot of good things happen over here at Fantasy Alarm. All right, enough with the promos. The scroll's at the bottom. We'll get to the chat right now. Let's start it off here all the way. A lot of questions.
Fire it up.
First friend in here today, half-point PPR, Jaden Reed starting. Keep him in if he plays or pick up OBJ, Demario Douglas, Curtis Samuel, Brandon Cooks, JSN. What do we think?
Yeah, so I actually, of those guys, the one that's grown on me the most that actually has a good matchup is JSN. So they've been playing a ton of 3 wide receiver sets. And you look around at that group, OBJ, he runs like half the routes. Demario Douglas is a part-time player. Curtis Samuel is a part-time player, and he's going to see a lot of Michael Carter today. And then Brandon Cooks, again, doesn't run a full route share. He plays the most besides CeeDee Lamb. JSN's running a ton of routes, and you can throw all over the Titans. So I would consider starting JSN flat out over Jaden Reed if he plays because Jaden Reed didn't practice once this week. And we watched last week with Marquise Brown with the heel injury, didn't practice all week, played a handful of snaps and said, oh, my heel hurts. Like that happens all the time. Right. It happened with Dawson Knox with the wrist, happens a bunch of times. So I think I actually might just straight up start JSN. John, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm fine going in that direction. It'd be him or Demario Douglas, I think, for me. No Juju there. Not a terrible spot to throw the football.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Cindy says Merry Christmas and happy playoffs. Sat Pickens. I sat Pickens too. Don't feel bad about it.
Good.
Sit one of DJ Moore, Jerome Ford, Kenneth Walker. Or Nick Mullins or Jordan Love in a Superflex league.
I mean, we kind of quietly love Nick Mullins this week, right, John?
Not quietly. I've been talking
kind of outwardly
about it. I've been outwardly about it. I think I sit Jerome Ford here. What are your thoughts?
No, I agree. And he is another one where dealing with a bit of a wrist injury, you never know with that stuff. So I know Kenneth Walker's got the shoulder, but Kenneth Walker he took his job back pretty much in full. So I think it is.
No Jeffrey Simmons for the Titans anymore. He's on IR, so a little bit easier spot to run again.
For sure, yeah.
Phantom here. Start 2 of Zeke, Breece Hall, Jahmyr Gibbs, and a half PPR.
Have to start Zeke, right? I mean, like with no Ramondre Stevenson going up against the Broncos. If Ramondre was ruled out in advance, everyone would have Zeke ranked really high. Right. I need to move him up in the rankings, which I'm going to do shortly after the show. So Zeke is definitely in. And then I think I go Gibbs. The fact that Breece Hall, they told us they wanted Izzy Abanikanda to mix in, and Breece Hall only played one more snap than Izzy last week. That scares me.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of people are playing Breece Hall in DFS this week, and I included him in the play purely because of their ownership. But I don't think he's a great play today. So I mean, he's been going to get to work in the passing game. He continues to do that, but I don't know, man. They keep limiting his snaps. I go Gibbs and Zeke as well. Would you start Roschon Johnson over Chandler or Barkley? Jonathan's asking here, Coop.
No, even with Donta Foreman out, they're going to use Khalil Herbert on early downs. I think I'm still going to start Barkley. Maybe I'm a sucker. Maybe I'm a sucker.
Chandler over Barkley, Coop.
You think so? Is Madison's playing though, isn't he?
Yeah, but O'Connell already said that earlier this week that if Madison's back, that means we have great depth behind Chandler.
Wow, dude, that's borderline mean.
Borderline mean. So I'm going Chandler over Barkley.
Yeah. All right, I'm with it. You know, I mean, Barkley does have a pretty bad matchup. I will say that.
Yeah, so. On the road against the Eagles is not a good spot for Saquon, in my opinion. Here, so I'm going Chandler here, Jonathan. For me, Lewis wants to know 1 point every 5 catches needs 2 of Jaden Reed, Noah Brown, Tyler Lockett. I mean, we know 2 of those guys are actually playing. We don't know if the first one is Coop. So how are we approaching this one?
That's just the way. Like I am. Jaden Reed he's a rising star, but he's not a superstar yet. This isn't like Tyreek Hill we're talking about, where if he plays, you start him no matter what. He's still just Jaden Reed. You know what I mean? He's back at wide receiver 2. If he was fully healthy, where would we rank him? Probably around 20 or so, you know? So yeah. You don't have to go crazy getting him in lineups. I think I'm going to go Noah Brown and Lockett. He did not practice one time this week, Jaden Reed.
Yeah, I agree. Plus, we've said this all year. Like, throwing against Carolina really hasn't been that great.
Not that good.
And they're in Green Bay on the road here. Not my favorite spot for the Packers, just in general there. Lewis wants to know, do we stick with the Denver defense or pick up Indy, Houston, Green Bay, Chicago, Washington? I have been very open with saying I have the Bears in all of my leagues this week. I picked them up off waivers, and I'm starting them in every league. So I would rather play Chicago against Arizona here this week, Lewis, if you had to pick a group there. But what about you, Coop? Do you like Indy today? I mean, I know Indy's another team that gets after the quarterback.
Get the sacks, yeah. No, so the thing is, I like Chicago. And again, I emphasize to people, this is an emphasis I've put out this year more than any other. Check your settings. Because I finally started figuring out why in some leagues I was good with defense, some leagues I wasn't. One of my biggest leagues, has huge negatives for defenses to let up a lot of points. A couple of my other ones, you got to get absolutely destroyed to even give up -4. Right. So in leagues like that, I'm going with the Chicago's. I don't care that Kyler Murray could score touchdowns or could do something awesome. He's going to get sacked at some point, and it might not even look like a sack, right? Like these guys that scramble around, you get tackled 2 yards behind the line. That's points for a fantasy defense. So I'm with you on that. And Chicago, since they got Montez Sweat, since they got Eddie Jackson back, they've been a different defense.
That's been a monster. I just took his over a half a sack prop over on the sleeper app. I mean, if you're missing out on that one, he's been getting you 1.5, 2 sacks every game for the last 5 games. So
the Washington at the deadline had a defensive yard sale, and all the items were Gucci.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, honestly, they probably sold a little low, truthfully, on some of those guys.
For sure.
Rex wants to know, good morning, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Oh, he's just wishing us good luck. Good luck to you, Rex. If you got any questions, feel free to throw them in here. Lucky Leba, always a regular in the chat, needs one of Chandler, Javonte. Can't go CEH because Pacheco is back this week. So Chandler, Javonte, or would you pick up Roschon here, Coop?
It's Chandler, man. Javonte really scares me because he, just to get this out there in case people have Javonte questions, or if you have him in, Javonte last week actually split the pass work to the point where Samaje Perine ran more routes than him. And Javonte is going up against the Patriots, who are quietly number 1 in DVOA against the run. So, and he hasn't really caught 4 passes in a game in multiple weeks now. So if he's not going to be catching balls and he's running up against kind of a brick wall defense, then it's really not a good spot for Javonte.
I agree with you. It's just a tough spot against the Patriots run defense in general. Chandler for me, again, I get the Roschon Johnson appeal, but Chandler's just going to supposedly be the volume guy. Again, the O'Connell quote was that I'll pull it up real quick. So I can read it off word
I want to hear word. It. What do you want to hear this one? I'll hit Lebo's question.
Yeah, it's right here. I have it right now. So Vikings are holding a walkthrough today. Didn't see Alexander Madison. Kevin O'Connell didn't rule out Madison potentially playing. but he did speak more strongly about Chandler being their primary running back. We're kind of building with the mindset that Ty is going to be the guy we're getting the ball to moving forward in both the run and the pass. And if we have Alex, that's a huge bonus for our depth.
Whew. That's why you add these guys. That's why you add these guys, man, because you never know. Like, we went back and people were saying, are you really going to add Zeke Elliott? Zeke Elliott's been great for
I was
fantasy
drafting
football.
Zeke Elliott. It was
All
great.
right, that's what I'm saying. It's
It
like
took too long to have,
you
right?
got to take stabs, man. Kyron Williams. People were like, Kyron Williams.
Mhm.
Kyron Williams is like, this week you can't have him on the bench. Like,
Right.
who? Unless you have two Christian McCaffreys somehow, then Kyron Williams.
Even then, Kyron Williams is basically outproducing him some of these weeks here.
True,
So.
it's true.
All right, second question from Lucky Lebo. Need two from D-Hop, Sutton, Flowers, and Romeo Dubs.
D-Hop, Sutton, Flowers, Romeo Dubs. Need two of them. I'm going to start Sutton, and I'm going to start Romeo Dubs, right? With all the banged up guys over there. It's almost...
Yeah.
Tannehill, dude, D-Hop was not good with Tannehill earlier this year.
No, he wasn't. I do think that there may be... I'm not playing Hop over this, but I think there are scenarios where D-Hop's an okay play today. I get how bad Tannehill was earlier, but I also think this is now a guy that lost his job. And sometimes, maybe there's some added motivation to, throw the ball to the guys that can make you look better when you look for your job next year, right? Like, really? Hey, I'm playing to start next season. Maybe I throw to D-Hop 20 times today against Seattle.
Yeah, I root for Ryan Tannehill. And just real quick word on Ryan Tannehill. This is how crazy this league is, that we look down on this guy who is so athletic that he played wide receiver in college, was able to convert to the hardest position in the NFL and start for multiple teams. And we sit back and say, oh, Tannehill's not that good. Like, just crazy the criticism that you get when you're like the 17th best quarterback in the world, So shout out Ryan Tannehill. I'm rooting for him.
I 100% agree with you on that one there. The one thing with Flowers, I would like Flowers, but we don't know if he's going to play. So it's tough to know. Got, questionable yesterday. Too tough to go there. Maximus here, 2 leagues, Achane or Jonathan Taylor?
Wow. Yeah, that's a tough one, dude. I like both the Dolphins running backs against the Cowboys. Jonathan Hankins is probably a no-go, right, John? I mean, that's what I'm saying. That they're already trying to add guys off waivers. I think that is a really tough one because Jonathan Taylor knows Zach Moss, so he's going to get the full work today. I don't expect Trey Sermon to do a damn thing, but it's a tough matchup versus the Falcons, John. This is a very tough one. What do you think?
It is a tough matchup. I will say that I'm not worried now that Zach Moss is out. If they play Trey Sermon over Jonathan Taylor or was it Goodson, the other guy, like, we riot, right? Like,
that's that fall. The thing is, you have to understand in fantasy football what falls into the category of a bad beat. Right, it happens in poker too, where you play the best hand. So I think you're right. Go Taylor, right?
Yeah, go Taylor here. And then the other league, he's got Tyreek Hill, Mostert. Do I start Achane or Ty Chandler here? I'm still going Ty Chandler. I am believing in O'Connell. I know sometimes we get burned by the coach speak here, but Chandler to me in this spot, is where I'm leaning.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm with you.
Chandler or Connor? Again, I'm gonna go Chandler over Connor for me. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, even if Madison's active, right?
Yeah, again, I'm just trusting the head coach. If they go out there and they give Madison all the carries, then Kevin O'Connell goes on the list of guys we don't trust anymore.
Yeah, and Connor's a fine start. I have leagues where I'm starting him, but it does worry me that he gave up pass work to Amari DiMercato. And when the game got out of hand, they actually kind of took Connor out and let DiMercato and Michael Carter take over. Like, that worries me. I don't want guys coming out.
Yeah, I agree with you. And again, just he spoke so strongly about Ty Chandler publicly giving quotes, right? Like, it just feels like this is Ty Chandler's job.
Yeah, I love when coaches do that because he doesn't have to say any of that.
No, He doesn't have to say any of that. He just literally said great depth if Madison's active. Non-PPR flex, Achane, Pollard, or Rashee Rice?
Wow. Tony Pollard, man, I wish we knew for sure whether Zach Martin was playing or not. I think if Zach Martin plays, then I'm going to start Tony Pollard. Okay. If Zach Martin's out, though, I would start Achane probably.
No, I like Rashee Rice.
I love Rice. I have interest in all those players. I think that your team must be amazing.
Yeah, you have a good team. I think
it's standard, John.
Yeah, I know. I think Rice has some touchdown potential here against the Raiders.
Of course he does.
I would go with Cooper Greed. I would go Pollard or Rashee Rice. So that's where I would lean on there one.
Okay.
Good drafting there, Justin. Good morning, Merry Christmas. Need a wide receiver. Drake London, Jaden Reed, Nico Collins. Drake London, Coop, very popular in DFS today.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Heineke effect, dude. It's the people look at it and they say the grass has to be greener on the other side, right? Even though we've seen that grass and it's not necessarily green, it's more like kind of like crabgrass. But I still like the upside. I think I'm going to go Drake London. If it was CJ Stroud, it'd be a different story for Nico Collins, but he's been nicked up himself. Jaden
Yeah,
Reed's nicked up. Drake London, we've seen big games out of him. You just got
they
to
have. A couple weeks ago, he had a monster game.
monster
So
game. And then the two games where he had down games, like he got banged up, he faced the Jets. If you go through his entire game log, you can see why he had down games going up against AJ Terrell, right? Going up against certain guys. I don't think he has that problem today.
Yeah. Baker or Gino. I'm going Baker here, Mike. And then Gino, Flacco, or Mullins. I'm going sorry, I'm going Mullins here, Andrew.
Mullins. Yeah, we like Mullins, dude. Again, for the same, you go on DraftKings and look at the pricing, and Justin Jefferson is the fourth most expensive wide receiver. Addison's like top 10 or top 12.
Yeah,
TJ Hawkinson's like 2. Like how can all those guys be good if Mullins isn't at least?
That's my spot here, right? It's more so I believe in the supporting cast. I understand that Detroit's a much tougher defense than Cincinnati. We obviously saw that yesterday with Mason Rudolph throwing all over them. Mullins had a lot of success in that Bengals matchup, but we've seen Mullins have success at the NFL level back when he was with the 49ers. So this isn't some dude coming off the street that's barely ever played in the league. Like, he has legitimate starts under his belt at the NFL level. He's a real backup quarterback that can step in and play here. And when you have to worry about Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson, even Osborne, Chandler, like there's so many options for Mullins here. If they can just protect him against the Detroit defensive line, which is a really good pass rush, I think Mullins has a good chance this week.
And look at Jake Browning with and without Jamar Chase. Like, you can't tell me that the weapons don't matter.
They do. 100%. Even though T. Higgins, man.
T. Higgins is awesome, yeah. But like 3 picks from Browning, he was throwing lollipops out there. So
yeah.
just didn't know where to go.
I had an under live bet on the Browning passing yards and immediately went over on that 80-yard touchdown. If it wasn't for the 80-yard touchdown, he goes under.
Right.
Wide receiver flex for Slowbro, Reed, Wicks, JSN, Gibson, and Herbert.
Don't love Gibson because of the Chris Rodriguez situation. And Herbert is, if anything, he's going to get the early down work, but Roschon's been getting the pass work regardless. Roschon actually led the team by far in snaps. I think it's JSN for me. And then I might go Wicks. So if Reed plays, do you go Reed over Wicks? I think you got it, right?
I don't know. Wicks is still a pretty good target share, man.
So when everyone was when Christian Watson was out and Jaden Reed was healthy, Wicks was playing more snaps than him.
Yeah.
Wicks is going to play split end today.
My worry is that Reed, if he's in, there's no guarantee that he stays in, right? You guys have heard all
that. I hate that. Yeah.
I think I would go. I mean, listen, I might go Gibson here. Gibson still got 5 catches last week. He still actually played more snaps than Chris Rodriguez did. Rodriguez had the Brian Robinson role, but Brian Robinson actually can catch the football. They're not throwing to Chris Rodriguez. They're only throwing to Antonio Gibson. If this is a game where maybe they're playing from behind, Gibson's going to be on the field more. And who's to say Gibson doesn't have more success running the football this week against the Jets defense that actually kind of struggles against the run? So I think I'm going to go Gibson and JSN here for me, Slowbro.
And I just want to put something out there right now. Go and check your leagues in a highly competitive 14-team league, a league that's been going on for 20 years with a lot of sharp players. I went to the waiver wire yesterday and I added Josh Downs off the wire the moment that Michael Pittman got ruled out. And I think that Josh Downs is a guy I would definitely, maybe not start over JSN, but I would start him over pretty much any guy but JSN. So I know he's still out there in like 50% of Yahoo leagues. If Josh Downs is out there, folks, you might want to slot him in some of these tough spots.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely look at your waiver wire. You never know who's still floating out there.
It's crazy.
You'll be surprised who is just chilling. Right.
And everyone, we always talk about the taco of the league and how they do bad trades. You know what else the taco of the league does? He drops good players. Dude.
Right.
He or she just says, hey, you know what? I'm not going to use this guy, without realizing that they might have just given their opponent somebody that's going to beat them this week with. So always be checking that.
Flacco or Murray today? I'm going to go Flacco here, Michael.
Johnny.
I know you're playing Kyler Murray. I get it.
I have 2. So this is a question I wanted to ask you, John. And Chad, I want to get your opinion on this too. I have 2 matchups, important leagues. And in both leagues, I have Kyler Murray and I added Nick Mullins. I think in your opinion, you would just start Nick Mullins in both leagues.
I've told you to start Nick Mullins.
I know you did. I know.
You've asked me.
I asked you and you've told me. But do you ever hedge your bets and start Murray in one or Mullins in the other? Or do you always just say, hey, you know what? This is what I think is the best way to do it. I'm going to do it across the board.
Yeah, I don't hedge. I just play.
I
listen. Here's my problem with Kyler Murray, and I said this in the family Twitter chat that we have there a little while ago, and JB was talking about starting Kyler Murray. You look at the Chicago Bears defense over the last 5 weeks; they're getting after the quarterback, they're forcing turnovers. Kyler Murray's on the road here in Chicago. The conditions are not going to be—they're fine, but it's an element game. He's not playing in a dome. He's without Hollywood Brown. He may be without Greg Dortch. Chicago's decent against the tight end. So they can't run the football against Chicago lately. So what exactly is Kyler Murray going to do in this game?
Rushing touchdowns.
If they get that far?
I know. And the thing is, I went in the settings and I'm like, well, maybe it's 6-point passing and I can justify Mullins. No, it's not 4-point passing. Like, I'm just like, maybe it's 1 point for interceptions. No, it's not. So I'm like trying to justify
it. If Kyler Murray goes out there today, throws for 175, a touchdown, a pick, and 80 yards rushing, then fine. Like you're probably okay.
That's what I want.
But he hasn't gotten that many rushing yards yet. And he's facing a defense that they run against Justin Fields every day, right?
Yep.
So like, where's the skill set difference? So I don't know.
Yeah. So there you go. I have my own start sit questions. I check with John, and that's what you should be doing. That's why you check with us. You know what I mean? You know what you're doing, but it's always good to get a second opinion.
I asked Coop for tight end questions. He asked me for quarterback questions. And then we go from there.
I should listen. All right, let's get back to the chat.
Love or Flacco? I gotta go Flacco. Love's just missing too many receivers, and in Carolina is not a great spot for him there.
Right.
Then Singletary, Chandler, Connor. I'm going Chandler for me.
We like Chandler, man. Singletary, not a good matchup for him, even if he's getting the bulk of the work, unfortunately. Yep. I do like Singletary in, where you have to, but.
Barkley or Taylor? I'm going Taylor.
Yeah, absolutely. Barkley up against the Falcon, neither has a great matchup, but Taylor's got Quentin Nelson's at least still. Yeah, and I think the just the volume you'll see from Taylor, they could be even playing ahead in that game. I have Gibbs, Pacheco, and Jacobs starting. Would you play Achane or Jaden Reed over any of them? I wouldn't. Unless Jacobs gets ruled out. There's still some rumblings on that. Sure. He's supposed to play, but there's rumblings. So yeah, you have the ability, the benefit of that being a 425 game for the for the Dolphins. Well, no, Jacobs plays tomorrow. Yeah. But I would definitely what I would do is, if possible, I don't know. I guess okay, Keith, if you're worried about Jacobs not playing, then do Achane. And you put what you do is you put Achane in the you move Pacheco to the flex because he plays tomorrow, plays in the same game, but it's not like you would start Jacobs over Pacheco anyway. Right. Yeah. Let us know what your pivot would be if Jacobs, like, what's your pivot? Like, do you have a good option for Christmas if Jacobs doesn't play? Bernard wants to know Singletary or Ayuk in a standard league. Even in standard, it's Ayuk, right? Even with the matchup. Yep. I am K Smooth needs help. Well, let us know what your help is, man. We're here to help you out. Right here, dog. Tim wants to know Jones or Pollard here. It's probably Aaron Jones regardless, right? Yeah, I'm big on Aaron Jones. For sure. Higher than most, I guess I am on Aaron Jones this week, apparently. Yeah. Wait for Jacobs to start Chandler, Singletary, or Williams. I'm playing Chandler today, man. Yeah, start Chandler. Don't start Javonte Williams. No. Start 2, Laporta, Breece Hall, or McBride. I'm starting McBride over Laporta. McBride just getting more targets. Laporta I would start in standard, but McBride I'm definitely start 2. Would you start them both? I'm starting both, yeah. I don't like Breece Hall this week. There you go. 1 point PPR, Jacoby Myers, Josh Downs, Dallas Goedert. I like Josh Downs a lot this week. Dallas Goedert has the Giants are number 1 in DVOA versus tight end. Works. Ben here needs 3 wide receivers: Hopkins, Adams, Garrett Wilson, Tyler Lockett, Curtis Samuel. He's currently playing Hopkins, Adams, and Wilson. I'm good with Adams and Wilson. I think I would play Lockett over Hopkins, though. I think I would too. I mean, like that's a great spot to throw Tennessee this week. It should be a good game. All 3 Seattle wide receivers are viable. Agreed. Flex start Schultz or Wilson here. I personally like Michael Wilson. Schultz. I'm fine going Wilson over Schultz in this. Yeah, game. Schultz is just low upside. Still not a great matchup for tight ends with the Browns.
Scamper saying Reed officially out today. So there you go.
There you go. That answers all those questions earlier. But we were kind of steering away from him anyway. So
we were. John's got Reed in here. I'm guessing that's a Javonte Williams, Adam Thielen, or Zamir White. Well, we can't go Zamir White, so this is a Javonte Williams or Adam Thielen question here.
I think it's Thielen, man. I really am not interested in Javonte Williams.
Okay. Tua, Trevor, or Goff today?
Jared Goff in a dome.
Shootout
Dome.
I know it's a road dome game though. It's pretty good though. Probably is Tyreek Hill playing? If Tyreek Hill's playing, I'm playing Tua.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
If Tyreek Hill plays, I do Tua. Otherwise, go Goff today, Jordy. Need 3: McBride, Pollard, Connor, Taylor. 1 point PPR.
I think you said James. You said James Conner, right?
Yeah, Connor's my sit there. JH needs 2 in the PPR: Mostert, Hall, Ridley, JSN. And should I trust Tyreek or go with Ridley? I would. If Tyreek's in, I'm playing Tyreek this week, guys.
Tyreek's in, you're playing him. I really do like Ridley, but you're definitely starting Mostert. I think you start. You start Mostert and Tyreek.
Mostert and Ridley. Yeah.
Mostert, Tyreek, and if Tyreek's out, Mostert, Ridley.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he needs 2 anyway. So you're.
Oh, if you need 2 anyway, then Mostert.
Yeah, Mostert, Ridley, and Tyreek for sure. I guess if Tyreek's out, you're playing Ridley, and then we go JSN here.
Yeah. Chat, do us a favor. Let's know if you see any update on Zay Jones. I've been looking for one. That's a 4:00 game.
I thought that he was unlikely to suit up.
Unlikely is what I saw too. So that really is going to highly consolidate the targets among Ridley and Ingram. That's going to be a good spot.
And Parker Washington.
And Parker Washington in DFS.
DFS, exactly. Mullins or Flacco? I'm going Mullins here, Skinny.
Skinny, what's up, dude? Skinny, that reminds me, we just got your cookies in. He sent us some, me and my wife, some cookies, man. Skinny, you're the man, dude. Shout out to you and the family. Happy holidays. I believe they're. I didn't open it yet. I saw what it was. I'm gonna.
I didn't mean to throw you on the spot.
Ginger snaps, I believe they are.
There you go.
Gingerbread.
Godwin or Njoku?
Ooh, Njoku's been hot, but it might be Godwin. What do you think?
What's your thoughts on the Tennessee versus or Houston versus tight ends?
It's a great matchup. I mean, like you can do whatever you want on Houston. It's a good matchup.
I'll go to Njoku here then.
Yep.
2 running backs: Walker, Chandler, or Swift. I think I'm going to go the last 2, Chandler and Swift for me.
Yep.
Sean wants to know: Lost Pittman needs Kraft. Have Wicks going as the other flex. Parker Washington, Pierce, or Hill here. I also have Zamir White. Can't do that one.
This is what my kind of leagues look like. They just a mess, dude. I do like have Wicks going in the flex. I think I would go Kraft and Parker Washington. The matchup for Alec Pierce today is going to be bad. So people are like saying, oh, it's, who are they going to throw to? Pierce, it's going to be DJ Montgomery and Pierce on the outside with Josh Downs in the slot. And the Falcons really do funnel things inside. I really do not like Alec Pierce. So it's Kraft and Park Washington. And then I'm just now realizing, John, every one of these questions we've got came in the moment the channel opened. So we got questions to hit today.
Oh, we'll be here probably longer than the 12, but that's fine. We're here for the people, man.
Yeah, we're going to
get in return, though, we would love if you guys would just hit that like button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do that as well. Definitely helps us out as we continue to grow our YouTube over here at Fantasy Alarm. Tyler wants to know Chuba Hubbard, Breece Hall today, Coop.
Yeah, it's Chuba. He's gotten 20 plus carries 3 weeks in a row. Like Chuba's locked in, man. And I gotta say, if you hit that like and subscribe button, it costs you nothing, but it's huge for us. A like, a subscribe, a retweet. If you hit up John on Twitter, Impemba777, or Coop, letter A, Fiasco, like that stuff, it does go a long way with the algorithms. It goes a long way towards me getting Christmas presents for my family. So it's something you can do for free to help us. We're doing our best to help you guys. Chuba Hubbard for Tyler. Who's up next?
MG4 here wants to go. Let's see, why isn't it? There we go. Herbert or Edwards?
I like the Gus bus, honestly. Khalil Herbert, we just don't know. Matt Eberflus said whoever has the better week of practice gets the most touches. I know Donta Foreman's going to be out, but Roshan Johnson's been getting plenty of looks there. So I'm going to go Gus. And then on the defense front, I think I like Browns against Case Keenum.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Browns against Keenum works for me. Now that Keaton Mitchell's out of the picture there, Gus Edwards is back to like the guy. So
Touchdown. He scores. He'll probably score a touchdown today.
Agreed, but just the volume of carries, since he was losing carries the prior 2 weeks. So
right.
Robert here wants to know Merry Christmas. Down 33 after the Thursday slate. Well, let's see if we can help you catch back up. Running back and flex for Ford, Singletary, Connor, and Chandler here.
Yeah, you got to go Chandler, and then I think the upside plays are Singletary or Connor.
Yeah, right? I think I'd go Singletary here.
I think it's got to be, if you're going to go for upside, go for the guy that gets virtually every touch. It's Singletary. Yeah.
Yep. Standard, Wicks, Cooks, Noah Brown, McLaurin.
I hate this matchup for McLaurin, John.
No, I'm not touching the Washington Commanders outside of like Samuel today.
I think his standard, it might be Cooks, to be honest. He's I could see him having the most yards of those players.
Yeah,
with
50
big
plus game total, close spread. The Dallas may be playing from behind and have to throw. So I'm good.
Yeah, it's Wicks or Cooks, but I like Cooks.
2 of 3 for flex standard league. McBride and Njoku Lockett. Who's sitting, Coop?
Wow. I think I might actually sit. McBride's definitely in the lineup, so it's Njoku or Lockett. Honestly, I think you got to start Lockett against Tennessee, so you might have to sit Njoku.
Agreed. Achane or Garrett Wilson flex PPR. I like Garrett Wilson a lot today.
Yeah, it's a good spot for him. Sometimes we like him, sometimes we don't. Against Washington, we do.
Yep, good spot for Garrett Wilson today. PPR tight end, Pitts or Kraft?
So Tucker Kraft is a safer play, and he's a great spot. If you play DFS on Yahoo, he's the bare minimum price, so definitely get him in over there. Pitts has upside, but his floor is scary. Yesterday, people were asking me Dalton Kincaid or Tucker Kraft. I said the same thing. Kraft is safe. Kincaid is a high risk upside play, and look what happened with Kincaid. It ended up being the floor. So the safe and prudent play is Tucker Kraft.
Flacco or Lawrence? I'm going Lawrence here, William.
Mm-hmm.
Which QB do I start? Geno, Mullins, or Flacco? I'm going Mullins here. My opponent has Jefferson and Amari. That's fine. Listen, if Justin Jefferson's catching touchdowns, don't you want the quarterback throwing him the touchdowns? Cut into those points. Right. So Mullins works for me here.
All good options, but I'm going Mullins.
Yeah, Mullins where I'm at. Need 3 for full PPR. Hubbard, Jacobs, McCaffrey, or Taylor. Well, you're obviously playing McCaffrey and Taylor here. Hubbard or Jacobs for you, Coop?
I'm checking just to see if anything has come out on Jacobs. So Adam Azer literally just now said, I told a lot of people to start Josh Jacobs. Just know that we have to consider that he might not play now. Be cautious with Jacobs. So we're definitely getting word that it's dicey that he might not play. Anybody in the chat, if you have Jacobs questions, do your best to say, hey, this is my Monday pivot. This is my Christmas pivot, because you have to make those decisions now. I think you might have to bench Jacobs and just start. You're definitely starting McCaffrey, right? You're definitely starting Hubbard. So I think you might just start Jonathan Taylor and bench Jacobs if you don't have a good pivot tomorrow.
I'm trying to see if there's any reason for him, or maybe he just didn't realize he was questionable. Because it's not a report. He's just commenting we have to be aware that he may not play, which is true. We've been saying that.
I saw the report. Yeah, I saw the report recently that he's banged up and he might not play.
Okay. I mean, I know he's questionable, but it's a tough spot to have to wait that out on a Monday. Damn the NFL for splitting up all these slates when the fantasy playoffs are going on, man. We need that stuff here. Hubbard is safe. Go Hubbard, McCaffrey, Taylor there, Tim.
Right.
Pick 3, Hopkins, Henry, Ayuk, DJ Moore, Sutton, and Kittle. Loving DJ Moore today. Definitely playing, I think, Ayuk. Sutton, I guess, would be the other one.
Sutton's the guy I'm going with. Yep. He's touchdown factory.
Yep. Lawrence or Geno. I'm going Trevor here, Dalton.
Yeah, so Geno's got the good matchup, dude.
Yeah, he's just been so inconsistent.
Yeah, if Trevor Lawrence plays, you play him.
Yeah, they're going to throw a lot against Tampa Bay today. Henry, Zeke, Montgomery, or Taylor. Need 3 for standard.
Henry, I'm starting Zeke for sure.
Yeah. I think I'm starting the last 3.
The last 3, yeah. Bench Henry.
Big Derrick Henry today.
John, we just hit 100 concurrent viewers in the chat. Shout out you guys, man. Thank you for joining us. And again, let's win some leagues. Let's go. Fantasy Alarm, baby. What's up?
Definitely got to go take advantage of this here. Again, like that smash button if you have, or smash that like button if you haven't done so
like
already.
The smash button. Smash the like button.
I wish we had a smash
It's
button.
Christmas.
That'd be great.
We got the fun button on the BetterCast.
Yeah, that's when I started catching myself. I was saying the fun button. You can scan that QR code and download the BetterCast app. Get the fun button. Yeah. Flex, Pollard, Waddle, PBR.
Yeah. If Zach Martin's in, I would go Pollard. If Zach Martin is out, I'm going Waddle. He's that important of a player. Hall of Fame caliber player.
Agreed. Need 2. What a loaded wide receiver group here, Paul. AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, and Mike Evans. Reed's already out, so he's got to pick 2 of AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, Mike Evans. What's in your flex, Paul?
For the first time this year, I'm going to say sit Mike Evans.
Okay, that's fine.
That's the first time those words have come out of my mouth all season.
Yeah, I guess it's not great, but obviously AJ Brown, you can't sit him against the Giants, and you're not going to sit Justin Jefferson. So
we're not gonna.
Dude Love in the chat here. I wonder if Dude Love and the Nature Boy could ever be in the same chat with us.
That's true. Yeah. We gotta get that going.
Chuba and 8chan. What do we got for half PPR?
Chuba carries, baby, carries.
And the 2 wide receivers of Ayuk, AJ Brown, and Addison.
Well, you got to start AJ Brown against, yeah. And then I'm going to start Ayuk because Addison's probably the third fiddle now behind Hawk and JJ. At least he's even with Hawk, but Ayuk could lead his team in targets. He has in multiple occasions.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Full PPR, Ridley or Ayuk?
I really like Ridley this week, John.
Yeah.
I really like him.
25 targets the last 2 weeks, I think it is. Something
exactly.
Like that,
so. No Zay Jones, most likely. Obviously, Christian Kirk is out. They're going to start Tim Jones on the outside, right? So he should be locked in. And again, it's not a good spot to pass against the Ravens. And you never know who's going to be the guy for the 49ers.
Marlon Humphrey says he has no respect for anybody on the 49ers. So.
Which is just a ridiculous statement. I mean, they have the best running back. They have the best running back. They have the best left tackle. They have the best fullback in the league. They got
a great story when it comes to their quarterback. I mean,
quarterback MVP front runner. They have Nick Bosa. I mean, like Fred Warner. He doesn't respect Fred Warner. Say that. I would love to see him say that to Trent Williams. See what Trent Williams does say. I know everyone understands that he's just like doing his bit, but like, come on, he's basically like
it's like when Freddie Mitchell said he didn't know who was in the Patriots secondary when it was like Rodney Harrison, Ty Law. I don't know any of those guys.
That's like was it Scary Terry in the NBA? Scary Terry said that he didn't know who Eric Bledsoe was. He only knows Drew Bledsoe.
And wore the Drew Bledsoe jersey.
Yeah, and then Drew Bledsoe went to the next game. Yeah.
Here we have a full PPR, 3 running backs: Barkley, Singletary, Chandler, Montgomery. I think I'm sitting Singletary in this spot.
Yeah, that's where you sit Singletary. Mm-hmm.
Dak or Purdy? What do you think, Coop?
Ooh, man, that is a spicy meat the ball. I have Dak ahead. There's no wrong answers there. That's one where there's no wrong answers, but obviously there's going to be a right answer unless they score exactly the same number of points. I'm gonna go Dak, but if you say Purdy, John, then I say Purdy.
Listen, it's very difficult to go away from Purdy the way that he's been playing here. But I feel like Dak is just going to be in a shootout in this one.
Better matchup.
It's Dak for me.
Better matchup.
Baker over Geno's where I'm going, Mike. Yep. Super flex 2 out of 3. Goff, Murray, or Mullins. I'm sitting Kyler. Sorry, Coop.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm gonna put Mullins in. I'm gonna put Mullins in.
If Mullins doesn't work, we all lose today because I have him in leagues as well. Zeke, Walker, Achane, Taylor. I'm at least playing the plays that I suggest. So
I do too. I mean, I lost a bunch of money on Dalton Kincaid yesterday. Like I'm not just I don't care about follows or clicks or whatever. Like we try to win leagues for our members. That's the whole reason we do this.
For myself.
I was trying to win leagues for myself. I try to win leagues for our members. Like there's no I do see people out there doing like clickbaity takes or whatever, dude. And it's like I don't know why you're doing that because like who does it help? Right, so I don't know. Blows my mind.
Need 3 for John here: Zeke, Walker, Achane, Taylor. Definitely Zeke and Taylor for me.
I'm gonna say
Walker, Achane.
I'm gonna say Kenneth Walker, man, because when you're a running back, these shoulder injuries. I mean, one bad hit, see you later. Dalvin Cook used to do it all the time.
Skinny, like the smash button.
That's right. That smash button, smash that like button, baby. He even said that like 40 minutes ago. So
I know. Achane or Metcalf? I think I go DK here.
Yep, absolutely. DK. I mean, great spot, dude. Great spot for Metcalf.
Metcalf's receiving yards, I think, is only like 64.5 or something like that today. Like
silly.
Going over.
He has the fastest recorded on-field speed this year.
Yeah, he's a beast here.
Animal.
Taylor over Barkley for me today, Joseph.
The Giants are 13-point dogs. How much running are they going to do in that game?
Right. Zach, we can just answer this one for you guys. I know the questions are coming in. There's a lot of them. We are going to answer them. You do not need to enter them twice. So we did Goff and Mullins on this one. Obtuse Lion here wants to know Chiefs, Eagles, or Browns.
I'm not gonna. Man, I think I would go with the Chiefs on the. I mean, the Brown. Actually, I'd probably go Browns against Case Keenum. That's how I
I like
have
the
it.
Browns versus Case
That's how
Keenum.
I have it ranked. Yep.
Yep, Browns versus Case Keenum for me. Half PPR flex Connor Chandler or Ridley. Yeah, this is where I go Ridley.
I like Ridley. Yep.
Dylan plays flex Aaron Jones or Laporta. Well, AJ Dillon is officially active today.
I'm starting Laporta.
So where are you going here, Coop?
I'm starting Laporta. He's been too good.
Laporta's fine.
That game should be a shootout too.
Yep. I have Slayton in my last wide receiver spot with Pittman now. Both Pierce and Montgomery are available. Would you just play Slayton against the Eagles or pick up Pierce Montgomery, Coop?
I would consider. I would probably start Pierce, to be honest. Slayton plays a big snap share, but he's still Darius Slayton. I mean,
yeah, he had 8 targets last week. So it's just
caught 4.
They're not great spots, Patrick. I would go Pierce.
Yeah. I'd go Pierce. Yep.
Kyler Murray, Love, or Geno, Mullins off waivers. I would pick up Mullins off waivers there, Johnny.
We're in on Mullins, yeah. And make DFS lineups with Mullins too, because he's affordable. I don't even know who to stack him with though, because like I don't want to pick any of those guys and they're expensive.
Just play Jefferson and move along. Yeah. Where am I? Dalton here, full PPR. Reed's already out because again, that's how long ago some of these questions came in. We are working our way through. We're 40 minutes behind queues. So
okay.
Let's rapid fire through these here.
Yeah.
Reed, Wilson, Jameson, Williams. So it's Wilson or Williams here.
I'm starting Michael Wilson. He played 65 snaps last week.
Achane, Smith, Jacobs, Chandler, Sutton need one.
Well, Smith might not play. That's who I would want.
No, they said he's off the injury report. He's fine.
Oh, he is. Okay. Yeah. Well, then I'll start Devonta Smith.
Okay. Nick Mullins for me here, Andrew. Breece Hall, Devonta Smith, Ezekiel Elliott need one.
I'm starting Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke for me as well. Cleveland or Denver?
Cleveland. You want turnover upside.
Sup, Belmer? Merry Christmas to you, dude. Flowers, Drake, London, Calvin Ridley need two.
I'm going to bench Flowers against the 49ers and start Drake London and Ridley. Go upside. Go big. Go big.
Taylor or Pacheco? We'll pull up for me here.
Can't go away from Isaiah Pacheco.
No, Pacheco's too good. No, Jerick McKinnon's a good sign for him this week.
And it's really not a great match. No running back has scored a rushing touchdown against the Falcons all season. 2 receiving touchdowns and a couple quarterback rushing touchdowns. No running back has a rushing touchdown against the Falcons all year. Crazy stat.
I'm sorry. Henry, Chandler, or Singletary?
I think I want to go Henry, man. Henry against Seattle, but I could be convinced you love Chandler.
So I'm going Chandler today.
Go Chandler.
Geno Smith over Flacco for me, Kevin.
Great matchup for Geno.
Zach, we answered this one already for you. It's Goff and Mullins. Half PPR pick 2, Walker, Chandler, Jones.
I like Chandler and Aaron Jones.
Yep. Chandler and Aaron Jones. I'm going to go Mullins over Minshew, Tim. JSN or Cooks?
I like JSN.
Yep.
I want wide receivers against the Titans.
Works for me. Went against Puka. Got to start 3 of Achane, Gibbs, Metcalf, or Pollard. You're definitely not sitting Metcalf in Gibbs. So it's Achane or Pollard, Coop.
So they're playing in the same game again. This is one where Tyron Smith is probably not going to play. If Zach Martin's out, I'll start Achane because Jonathan Hankins is going to be out for the Cowboys. If the Cowboys are missing Hankins and Martin and Tyron Smith, then I don't see why the spread is still 1.5. Like I think the Cowboys are going to be in big trouble. So that's where I live. I want to see. That's a 4:00 game, but they play at the same time. So if Zach Martin's out, go Achane.
Okay. Jets, Bears, Texans, Packers.
I personally like so again, if there's no penalties for negative points, every league has penalties, but if like your league only goes to like -4, even if they score like 50 points, which a lot of leagues do, then I'm starting the Jets because Sam Howell is a sack machine. Right.
Next question here: ETN, Chandler, Jordan Addison, Coop.
ETN.
Robinson or James Conner, half PPR. Bijan.
I like Bijan.
Yeah. Bonuses for long touchdowns and 100 yards. Zeke or Chandler today?
It's still got to be Zeke, man. He's the only show in town. He's going against the Broncos.
Agreed. Mullins or Kyler Murray? I'm going Mullins.
I'm tired of hearing that one, but that's the answer. I'm so tired of that one.
Achane, Pollard, Rice. Need one for non-PPR.
Played Kamara already, so he's down a little. If non-PPR?
Yeah, non-PPR.
Then go with the running backs.
Yeah, needs which one? Achane or Pollard?
Oh, just one? Achan.
Okay. And says morning. Elliott, Henry, or Chandler half PPR.
Zeke.
KC or Chicago? I'm going Chicago.
Chicago.
Standard scoring Lawrence or Mullins here. I'm going Mullins.
Yep.
Huge underdog. Need 2. Cooks, Downs, London. Gotta go London and Cooks then probably.
Yeah, if you're a big dog, because Josh Downs still, he's not going to play the full game. People think he is, but DJ Montgomery is going to play split end.
Chandler, Walker, Thielen, full PPR for a flex.
Just one. Chandler.
Flacco or Lawrence. I'm going Lawrence here today, William. Houston or Baltimore defense.
Houston. You cannot start a defense against the steamroller that is the 49ers.
Can't do the 49ers, yeah. See if the Bears are on your free agent there, Alexander.
Yeah.
Sutton, Dubs, Odell need 2.
Sutton and Dubs.
Likely or Schultz?
Likely.
NFFC only ceiling will matter here. Walker or Zeke?
Zeke, then. Yeah.
Then,
Walker splits.
Okay, then a Walker, Thielen, Myers likely for the flex.
Is NFFC brunch? Let us know if NFFC is tight end premium. I don't remember. If it's not tight end premium, then I'm going to start Jacoby Myers.
Which 2 in DFS? Parker Washington, Alec Pierce, Michael Williams, Dontavian, and Wicks. I have Parker Washington and Dontavian Wicks.
That's funny because I have Michael Wilson 3,700 on DraftKings. That's what I like. That's what I like.
Again, I'm playing the Bears defense in all my lineups there, and so I don't have any.
He doesn't want to do
any of the Cardinals. So,
yep.
Looking for ceiling, need 1. JSN, Wicks, Parker Washington, Downs, or Pierce.
JSN.
Yeah, JSN works here. 14-team league standard. Running backs are down bad. Needs to start 2 of Chris Rodriguez, Khalil Herbert, Tajay Spears, Kareem Hunt, Justice Hill. Needs 2. I think I would go Khalil Herbert for 1 in this situation because there's no Donta Foreman.
Yeah. Is it full PPR? Because I think I might
standard.
Yeah. So Justice Hill is kind of useless in that.
Yeah.
You got to go Herbert.
Kind of Tajay Spears. I think, Kareem Hunt's been getting red zone carries if you want to touchdown Hunt. Chris Rodriguez is the primary lead running back. Yeah. So
I would go Khalil Herbert and Chris Rodriguez. Foreman's going to be out.
Okay. Yeah. Pick 3, Breece Hall, David Montgomery, Travis Etienne, Isaiah Likely.
I'm actually going to bench. Is it full PPR? Breece Hall, he is surviving on receptions alone.
Yeah. Doesn't say.
Then I think I would probably bench Likely.
Okay. D Hop or Ridley? We're going Ridley here, William.
Ridley.
Taylor or Pacheco? Pacheco for us this week.
Yep.
Got Britt's take earlier. Need 2. Pacheco, Zeke, Etienne.
Need 2.
You sat Etienne earlier.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. You got to start Zeke against the Broncos. And Pacheco, I mean, you're starting Pacheco against the Raiders. So,
would you have 2 in Hill or run either one naked? Yeah, I'd play 2 in Hill in DFS, Danny. I mean, that's the big spot right there.
Exactly. If the 2 I like running naked this week are Justin Fields or Kyler Murray. If you're going to do it, go with mobile quarterbacks. If you're going to run QBs out there with no pairings, although Fields and Moore feels good. Yeah.
Walker, Barkley, Elliott.
Zeke.
Etienne, Breece Hall, Achane, start 2.
Etienne and Achane.
Our guy Dan, not a question that against me there. We got to wait on Tyreek. What's your late game ad? Jameson Williams, Parker Washington, Reynolds, MVS, or Rondale Moore?
I'm going to add Parker Washington with no Zay Jones, no Christian Kirk.
Montgomery, Wilson, Ayuk.
I like Garrett Wilson this week against Washington.
Okay. Mullins or Minshew? Going Mullins here. Skinny. Miami, Chicago. I'm going Chicago. Defense there, Robert.
Yep.
Javonte Williams, Ty Chandler, Demario Douglas, Noah Brown, Parker Washington.
We like Ty Chandler.
Yeah, Ty Chandler works for me. Wilson or Love?
That's you, John. Russell Wilson, not Zach, right?
Yeah. Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, I guess, is where I'd go there.
Love has no weapons, man.
Yeah. Wicks, Wandale, Michael Wilson, half-point PPR.
I would go Wicks there.
Okay. Pacheco, Taylor, standard. I think
Pacheco
on this one.
Yeah.
Hubbard or Montgomery? I like Hubbard this week.
Hubbard carries, man.
Swift, Elliott, or Singletary?
I like Zeke.
Yeah, I'm good there. Waller, Likely, or Singletary?
One tight end and one flex.
Yeah,
I
so
think I would
two.
go 2 tight ends set, honestly, with Waller and Likely.
Okay. Ridley, Chandler, Garrett Wilson, half PPR. I like Ridley.
Ridley. We're loving Ridley.
Need 2. Elliott, Chandler, Montgomery, Hubbard, Singletary.
You have to start. I'm gonna start Zeke and Hubbard, man. 20 carries every game. I don't see why that would change for Hubbard.
I agree. Debo, already starting. You got to finish your question for us, I guess. Need a flex. Well, let us know who that would be.
Yeah,
projected to lose by 38. Sorry, Rob.
nice.
Sit one of London, Sutton, Dubs, Wilson. Guess it Dubs then. I don't like Dubs here.
Yeah.
Against Carolina.
If you're looking for upside, then yeah, you got to go.
Yeah, I mean, Wilson downfield guy, Sutton downfield guy, London downfield guy. So that's where you're going. All right, here's the error question. Already starting Debo, need a flex, Achane or Ayuk?
Achane.
Starting Bijan, Swift, Brown, Evans. I need a flex of Brees Hall, Justin Jefferson, Rashee Rice. Go Justin Jefferson, Paul. Hey, no problem.
The heck?
High ceiling already played Holiday duds, Mixon, Cook, Adams, Swift, Sutton, Ridley, Ayuk. So we need 3 of Adams, Swift, Sutton, Ridley, Ayuk, and London. Definitely in on Ridley here.
Ridley, Adams. If you're going for upside, it's Ridley and Adams, and then it might honestly be London.
Yep, that's fine by me. Bender in the chat saying, let's go.
What up?
Murphy did this one already. It's Pacheco. Losing by 5. Barkley, Addison, Montgomery. 1 point PPR.
Losing by 5. I'm going to start Dave Montgomery.
Okay. Need 1, Achane, Elliott, or Swift?
Elliott. Like, he's been focal point of the offense. Yep. And going up against the Broncos, I just don't see how he's not heavily involved. And Juju's out. Like, they got Hunter Henry's out. I mean, like, they got nothing, dude.
Start 2, Mostert, Taylor, Pacheco, Elliott, Achane, PPR.
Have to start.
Gotta go Mostert, right?
He's got 20 touchdowns, and I'm just Pacheco.
Pacheco and Mostert, I think, is where I'm at here, Eric. I'm going Lawrence over Flacco. We're gonna go Ridley over D-Hop here as well.
Oh yeah.
Chandler over Montgomery.
Yeah, I do like Montgomery. It's crazy that it's just because of his role lately, it's just not a high upside play. Yeah, it's just not a high upside play.
ETN Dillon, half PPR.
ETN, dude. Yeah. Dillon, broken thumb. AJ Dillon. AJ Dillon was bad when he had 2 thumbs.
Agreed.
Now he's 2 thumbs down.
Kicker question here: Aubrey or Hopkins?
Aubrey. Yeah, I'm gonna double check with Linda, but go to the next question.
Achane, Flowers, Hopkins, Ingram. Need 1 standard league.
Achane, Flowers. I'm gonna start Achane in standard.
Merry Christmas, FA Nation. Chiefs or Colts?
Chiefs rack up the sacks, man. I kind of did I say Chiefs do? Colts rack up the sacks.
Colts rack up the sacks, yes.
I think I want to go Colts then.
Kenneth Walker, Devontae Adams in the flex.
Devontae Adams. The shoulder injuries for running backs, man. Like, you're using your shoulder to absorb a lot of energy, man. That scares me. Linda has Brandon Aubrey at kicker number 4 this week. So she's got Aubrey ahead.
Okay, cool. Next question we got here. It's Mostert, Hall, JSN, Ridley in the flex.
Mostert. And the other one will be Ridley.
Yep. Downs is available. Do I slot him in over Flowers or Noah Brown?
What do you think, Johnny? What do you think? Flowers has been so hit or miss.
I know, and he's hurt. So
he's hurt.
Tough.
I'm going to start Josh Downs. Yep. I know he hasn't been super involved, but Pittman out. The ball's got to go to somebody.
Yeah. Tua or Kyler Murray. My opponent has Hill and Waddle. I mean, listen, if Hill and Waddle have big games, don't you want Tua throwing those points? So
I think you got to do it. Yeah.
You got to go Tua.
That's actually such a great way to like nullify half your opponent's
team. Exactly. Bears defense for me, CJ.
Mm-hmm.
Fields or Prescott here? I'm going Fields.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're an animal. You're an animal, John.
Fields, we're going against Arizona today. Calvin Ridley over D-Hop for us.
We like Ridley.
3 of 4, Addison, Waddle, Taylor, or Adams.
I think I would bench Addison. It's I know
Waddle, Taylor, and Adams for me. I like that.
You just got to go bigger upside than he's the third fiddle, which it's fine.
Aaron Jones or pick up JSN?
Aaron Jones.
Mostert, Taylor. I think we did this one maybe for Eric already, but Mostert, Taylor, Pacheco, Elliott, Achane. I think we were in on Mostert and Pacheco here.
Mostert, Pacheco. Yep.
Chandler over Connor for us here. Scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Howell or Aiden O'Connell? Who we playing today? Oof. I'm gonna go Aiden O'Connell here. I can't do Howell against the Jets.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
Can't do it. Won't do it. Waddle or Ayuk?
Waddle. He's been great lately.
Pollard or Swift?
If Waddle didn't, he just leaves the game and goes to the blue tent for like a drive every game. That's the only reason I don't have Waddle very high. Ridley. Oh, sorry.
Pollard or Swift?
Swift against the Giants.
Let's see. Full PPR. Aaron Jones versus Carolina. James Conner versus Chicago. Montgomery versus Minnesota. Need 2.
Aaron Jones for sure. And then this is where I think I would start David Montgomery.
Yep, Montgomery for me as well here. Mostert or Taylor? Can you sit a guy with 20 touchdowns?
No, you can't.
Yeah, can't do it. Monty at the flex or Nico Collins? Gonna go Monty.
Nico Collins he barely practiced.
It's the Browns too. You don't want that. Yeah. We're gonna go Bijan over Connor here.
Oh yeah, waving Gerbs.
PPR flex, Achane, Rice, Metcalf, Pacheco is his RB2. Okay, so it's Achane, Rice, or Metcalf, and he's already starting Pacheco. Needs a PPR flex.
Metcalf is the smash play of the day. Howard Bender's wide receiver pick of the day in DFS.
Yep. PPR start 3: Addison, Waddle, Taylor, Adams.
Addison, Waddle, Taylor, start 3. So you bench 1?
Yeah.
I think I would bench Addison.
Okay. Love or Geno? I'm going Geno.
Yep.
I'm going Bears over Commanders. D there, Tots. Rob, I'm going Tua over Geno here.
Yep.
Tots, I'm going Fields over Prescott.
That one, that's a tough question. It Fields has the upside, but Prescott.
I'm going Fields over.
Go with Fields. Prescott's missing a couple offensive linemen.
I don't like Dallas on the road. He's averaging like half the points, fantasy points on the road than at home this season.
No, Tyron Smith is actually pretty bad for pass game.
Yep. Wicks or Antonio Gibson here for Slow Brown.
No Gibson. Do Wicks.
We did this one already, Eric. We did that one, Stroud. We did that, Murph. A lot of repeats, guys. I promise you, we're answering these. I know we're 30 minutes behind, but you guys have flooded our chat here today.
We wouldn't be 30 minutes behind if we got to get them.
You guys weren't here supporting us, so we appreciate you. We're just working our way.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, just get them in there once.
Or Aaron Jones here.
See, this is where I like Aaron Jones, John.
Okay. This is how far beyond we are. He's letting us know that it was ginger snap. How long ago did we talk about the cookies?
That was a while ago. I'm ready to dig into those. It wasn't just ginger snaps too. There was some candy there. So appreciate you skinny.
Ridley is a better in your flex than Breece Hall. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna go Flacco over Minshew George today.
Mm-hmm.
Loses
no Pittman
league.
No Pittman moves Minshew way down from me.
Yeah. Ridley, Lamb, Noah Brown, Reed, Waddle, Metcalf, Zeke. Jesus.
These guillotine leagues are
starting your lineup here. Need 2 wide receivers and a flex.
Rashee Rice.
2 wide receivers, 2 flex.
Metcalf, Rice, Zeke, Hubbard, and then 2 more of these players.
No, that's it. Just 2 and 2.
That's it.
2 wide receivers, 2 flex.
Put Rashee Rice. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. No, do that. That's it. That's the deal.
Yeah. Metcalf, Zeke, Rice, and Hubbard. You said.
Yep.
Okay. Hawk or Kraft, Coop?
It's Hawk. Use Kraft in DFS, especially on Yahoo. Bare minimum price. That's a free one.
Started James Cook and Kamara. Got it. Nico or Chig?
Nico, dude. Chig. No Chig.
We did the Hawkins and Kraft already. Mostert, Taylor, Henry, Jones, Connor, Singletary.
Wait, where's that? Oh, we did a bunch of the other ones already?
Yeah.
Mostert for sure. Just 1. Oh, 3.
Yep.
Mostert, Taylor, and Aaron Jones.
Okay. Pollard or Swift?
It's Swift. I mean, again, it's so hard because we don't know what's going on. This one you can wait on. If Zach Martin plays, I'll start Pollard. But otherwise, I'm starting Swift.
Need 1 wide receiver, 1 running back, 1 flex. Amari Cooper, Saquon Barkley, David Montgomery, Aaron Jones, Drake London, Devonta Smith. 1 wide receiver, 1 running back, 1 flex.
Well, I'm going to start Devonta Smith at wide receiver. I'm going to start Aaron Jones at running back. And in the flex, it's either London or – actually, in the flex, I might go Amari Cooper. I don't see –
Amari Cooper works for me.
No problem with that matchup with the Texans.
Nope. Start 3, Addison, Waddle, Taylor, Adams.
We've done this one already. We said to sit Addison.
Yep. Grande wants to know ham or turkey on Christmas scoop. What do you got?
Dude, it's roast beef actually. So
yeah, we got a big roast coming tonight as well.
Ham has a better matchup against Easter. So you stash ham for Easter.
Yeah, prime rib roast or beef tenderloin. Rob asks, it's prime rib for we got going on here tonight in my family's house.
Gotta be Murph
with lasagna because we're Italian, so we have to have the lasagna with it as well. Cooks or Diggs and Cook flop. Achan or Chandler in the flex for Jim here.
Achan.
Roshan, London, Javante, and a half VPR. I think London, right?
Yep.
2 of 3 in a standard league. McBride and Joku Lockett.
Standard?
Yep.
McBride and Lockett.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're sitting in Joku there. Okay.
Yeah. I think so. He's not really scoring. He's getting a lot of.
Joku's scoring a lot of touchdowns.
It's Lockett.
I said Lockett there.
Lockett against the Titans. Yeah.
I said Lockett. I'm going to McBride and Joku. Start 2, JSN, Downs, Roshan.
Bench Roshan there.
And then Chiefs or Broncos defense.
Chiefs against the Raiders.
Bettercast saying Merry Christmas. You can download the Bettercast, everybody, for free. Scan the QR code. Get an opportunity to download and win some cool prizes there. Completely free to sign up and play. Next question. Half PPR flex. Henry or Godwin?
I like Godwin. He's healthy now.
Yep. Here we go. Addison, Ridley, or McBride?
I'm going to sit Addison.
Chuba or Devontae in the flex?
Chuba is the guaranteed points, so that's what I'm doing.
Jared wants to know what our thoughts are on Thielen here.
Older player on a team that's already out. The games where they're going to force him like 15 targets are probably done. There's no reason.
Yeah, I'm with you there. What do you got here? Nothing. Better Boss wants to know Bijan or Gus Bus?
Bijan, baby, let's go. I know Better Boss loves the good underdog. He always does, but it's Bijan. Get Gus in some DFS lineups.
Jets or Broncos D today?
Jets against Howell, right?
Do I drop Flowers or Thielen for Downs?
I would, if I'm going to drop somebody, I think I would drop Thielen.
Okay. Flowers, Gibson, Nico Collins, Drake London, pick 2. I like London today.
Yeah.
Where would you go with the other one?
Twitch gang in the house.
Hey.
That's one. Finally, Twitch gang in the house. I really have no interest in starting Antonio Gibson. So yeah. I would probably start Flowers in that one.
William says he's followed and has clicked the like button. All of you should be clicking the like button as well if you haven't done so already. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bench 1 of Bijan or Singletary. I'm sitting Singletary here.
Singletary, yeah.
Coop, any tackle props you like today off the top of your head?
I got to dig in. We did one on Thursday that hit. We hit the classic Alante Taylor.
Campers, get in the Discord. We'll throw
them in the Discord. Yeah, we got a tackle monster for you. Those are fun.
Bettercast, Prob McCaffrey over under 84.5. Coop.
Over. Star. Mega star.
Flacco or Murray here today?
Give me this one.
All right, I'll give you Kyler.
Kyler, get him in. It's more fun, Michael.
Judy or London? I'm going London.
Judy doesn't even play the full game now.
Yeah. Kobe Bean need 3 running backs: White, Etienne, Pacheco, Zeke, Taylor. White's in such a great spot. I'm going to go White.
First three.
No, White, Pacheco, and Zeke over Etienne.
Zeke over Etienne?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, dude. Trust me.
Dude, I mean, I like it. I've said Zeke's name 100 times.
Etienne would be dead last in that group for me.
Okay. All right.
Jamar's out. I start Nico Collins, Dave Flowers, or Godwin. Godwin there for me.
Godwin.
Rashee Rice or Chandler?
I'm sorry, Rashee Rice.
Pick 3. Zeke, Chuba, Walker, Connor, Chandler. Half carry. Half point carry.
So we're doing Chuba. Chuba might be RB1 overall.
Zeke, probably Zeke, Chandler, and Chuba, I think.
That's it. That's what we're doing.
Right.
That's a great 4-bet for Chuba, though.
Right. Brees, Kenneth Walker, Chuba, Javante.
Chuba, man. It's Chuba.
I see Tron to Dave saying eggnog season. I've never in my life ever had eggnog.
No way, dude.
Never once. Not once.
It's so good. It just tastes like melted ice cream, dude. It's
never had it ever in my life.
Oh, I've been getting nogged up. I think I thought I drank a lot of nog up, but my mom said my dad already put a gallon down.
Yeah, never once ever in my life.
Oh, you gotta take a sip of that stuff, man. It's good.
I'll define. It's never been like presented to me. No one ever drinks it.
I swear, if it had a different name than eggnog,
People would drink
People
it.
would love it, dude. It just the
If it was
name
called
throws
like
people
coffee
off.
nog, I'd have it.
If it was called like ice cream water, everyone would drink it. That's
Everyone
basically
would
what it
drink it,
is. That's what it
Lewis,
is.
I'm going Chicago defense here.
Yeah.
Addison, Achane, Zeke, or Swift need 2.
Zeke for sure, and Achane.
Adams, Chandler, or Walker.
Adams.
3, Cooper or Ridley.
Ridley.
Bijan or Achane.
Bijan.
Njoku or Goddard.
Njoku. Goddard.
Twitch gang in there.
Goddard, not good. Yeah, what's up, Twitch gang? They got the cool names. They got the cool emojis there.
It's true. Never seen an emoji in this, something outside of like Toronto Dave. Who does
I don't know how you've done that. Yeah, the only 2 people who know how to do that.
Cooks, Downs, Wicks. Need 1.
Just 1? I'm sorry,
Yep.
Josh Downs.
Lockett or Sutton.
Lockett against the Titans.
Flex.
Ooh, I don't know, John. Real quick. Lockett or
Yep.
Sutton? What
Sutton.
do you think? It's Sutton. Okay, sorry, Sutton. I had to double back on that. Go for the touchdown upside of Sutton.
Yeah. Flex, Hall, Evans, or Rashee Rice. I'm going Evans here.
Mike Evans, yeah.
JSN or Nico.
JSN. I'm worried about Nico.
Williams, Charbonnet, Gibson, standard scoring.
Ugh, I was gonna say Sharps right
This
away.
is where I think I go get Williams.
You got to go Javonte and standard. Yep.
Waller or Kraft.
Waller for me, upside.
Let's see. Getting to the ship, need 1 wide receiver, 1 running back, 1 flex. Tyreek or Debo? Tyreek, Debo, or DK? Need 1 of that group?
DK.
Yeah,
might be. Honestly, that's you can make that call. The answer is Tyreek Hill, but you have a very safe option.
So you can play 2 of them because he has a flex question. So which one would sit here?
Just start Tyreek
Debo?
and Debo. Yeah, I'll sit Debo.
Sit Debo, and then give us a running back here, I guess. Of Brees, Chandler, or Barkley, or Swift.
Chandler. We've been on Chandler all day.
Ingram or Ferguson?
I'm going Ingram against in this matchup with the QB playing and no Zay Jones. Its conditions are perfect.
Okay. Adam says it's not tight end premium, but I forget what his question was.
We didn't go with the tight end though.
Okay. 1 running back, 1 flex. Williams, Roshan, likely Williams in a PPR. So Javonte or Roshan in a PPR.
In PPR, Roshan.
Yeah, lean Roshan here, and then 1 flex of Javonte, likely or Williams.
I like likely.
Okay. Thanks for getting to the ship. We just did this one for Matthew.
Yeah, we did that one.
Lockett or Chandler, full PPR.
Lockett.
I'm going Bears here, Furman.
Bears.
Waller or Collins in a standard league.
I like Waller, man. Nico scares me.
Okay. I'm gonna go Mullins over Flacco here.
Mm-hmm.
1 point per yard though is pretty interesting, but I'm still gonna go there. I have to go Tua over Baker. It's just,
1 point per. What are the scores like in that league? Like 1,000 to 10,000?
Actually, I'll say this: if Tyreek Hill is in, go Tua. If he's out, go Baker.
Yep.
Pacheco or Zeke?
Pacheco.
Okay. Wilson or Njoku? Garrett, I like Garrett Wilson a lot today.
Garrett. Yep.
RB2, Javonte, Spears. Which one you got?
Javonte.
Or Roshan?
No, go Javonte.
Okay, slow rolling. That's what his question here. Mostert, Saquon, or Chubbard?
Mostert for sure.
Hubbard,
and then Chubbard. Chuba.
Hubbard. Yeah, I agree with you. Dame saying Merry Christmas.
What Williams? I got Williams and White already at RB. What Williams? If it's Javonte Williams, then I would start Mostert, Chuba, and White as your 3 backs.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Play White.
But if it was Kyron Williams who already played, then it's Mostert.
Yeah, I guess that's true. London or Aaron Jones?
I'm gonna go Aaron Jones and Merry Christmas to Dame.
I think we did this one already. We did this one already, Matthew. We're playing Tyreek and DK with
Yep.
Fields or Prescott. I'm going Fields. Totes said that one a couple times. Green Bay or Chiefs defense?
Chiefs.
Chicago defense for me over Washington.
Chicago.
Totes. Ridley, Adams, or Ayuk for Cindy?
I personally would start Adams, but Ridley is such a good start that I have no problem with Ridley if you want to go Ridley, John.
Yeah, I'm going to go Ridley.
Ridley.
Wicks or Nico? Going Wicks here.
Wicks.
Gino Superflex. Gino, DeVito, Singletary need 2. Gino and DeVito.
Gino and DeVito, yeah.
You're going to go the quarterbacks there. Flowers or Antonio Gibson here, Coop. We don't know if Flowers is going to play, so you kind of got to ride Gibson there, Harris.
Yeah.
Ryan. Ingram or Hawk?
Hawk.
Addison, Saquon, Jacobs, Monty. Starting Laporta and ASRB already.
Well, damn, you got to have a pivot. If you have a good pivot for Jacobs, then I go Jacobs. But otherwise,
Addison and Monty.
Addison and Monty, yeah.
I don't like Saquon this week. That's just my thoughts. So
you do?
No, I don't.
Me neither. No, they're supposed to lose by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I agree. Bears or Eagles? I'm gonna go Bears still here,
Bears.
Tom. Yep. Let's see. Prime Rib, Tenderloin did that one. Spears, McLaurin, Komet, Elijah Moore.
Man, I hate McLaurin, and it still might be McLaurin.
Of this group?
Elijah Moore?
Tim, yeah, probably.
Elijah
Him
Moore.
or Komet, I guess.
Yeah.
Cowboys or Cleveland? Gotta go Cleveland. You can't play against that team. Yeah, the Feast of the Seven Fishes. Yes, that was the most stressful episode of The Bear. Coop, I don't know if you ever saw The Bear, but
I've seen the first episode and it gave me anxiety.
The Christmas episode of The Bear will give you the most anxiety of watching any television show you've ever watched in your entire life. I was just like uncomfortable sitting through that episode.
The most anxiety I've gotten watching a TV show since I used to watch the cartoon Doug and just watching Doug bumble his way through life.
Yeah. Walker, Achan, or JSN?
Achan. Oh, 2? Achan and JSN.
Yeah. Talk about eggnog. Rodriguez or Dylan?
Get knocked up. Let's go. Rodriguez.
I'm going Bears over Colts defense here.
Mm-hmm.
Jones over Henry. Yeah, we're gonna sit Derrick Henry here today.
He's been rough, to say the least.
Coop, it's DWR on a different.
Oh, sure. What's up, dude? That's Death Wish Rock. What's up, baby? How we doing?
He's got to know. He wants to know Singletary or Chandler in the PPR. We're gonna go with Chandler here today.
Chandler, yeah. Way to show up after the show already should have ended. You got lucky. DWR. They showed up 8 minutes after the show was over.
We'll work our way.
We're in overtime. We gotta get through. Yeah.
Achan or Swift?
Achan.
And then Swift or Garrett Wilson?
Garrett Wilson.
Yep.
I like Garrett Wilson. I don't really love Swift.
Barkley, Cooper, or Lockett for a flex? I'm going to Mari here, Sue.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mostert, Achan, Wicks, or Addison start too?
Mostert and Achan. And third would be Addison if you want to do that.
Twitch gang in the chat. Happy holidays, gentlemen. I got a flex spot and now running back open. Achan, Cooper, Ayuk, Chandler, Singletary. I like Chandler today.
Achan in the RB2 spot, Chandler in one flex, and the other flex would be Ayuk.
I don't think he has 2 flexes. He's got a flex and an RB. He needs 2.
Oh, start 2. So Achan and Ty Chandler, the 2 running backs. Yep.
Achan or Addison?
Achan.
My computer froze. Here we go. Wilson or Wandale?
I'm going Michael Wilson. Call me crazy.
Kyler or Trevor? I'm going Trevor. Kamara.
Trevor or Mullins? You said Mullins, right?
I said Mullins earlier. Yeah. Elliott or Jefferson? Half PPR.
Jefferson.
Jeff. Yeah, for sure. You know, Toronto, Dave, I've never seen Uncut Gems.
Oh my God. That movie.
I know.
Every movie by the Safdie brothers, it will do that to you. They have another one called Good Time with Robert Pattinson. Dude, those guys are the creators of anxiety. But you, John, you of all people need to watch Uncut Gems.
I've never seen Uncut.
It's a gambling movie with Kevin Garnett. It's literally made for you. They looked at the target demographic and said, "What movie would John and Impemba watch?"
I know. Have never seen it. Never seen it. Last question here from Tommy McBride, Henry, Devonta Smith, OBJ, and Bijan needs 2 of them.
I'm going with Bijan and Devonta Smith, but Bijan and McBride, I wouldn't hate if you wanted to do that.
Agreed. All right, real last question. Honestly, last question. Eagles or Denver?
I go Denver against the Pats.
And then Denver or Chiefs?
That's where I go Chiefs against the Raiders.
And then your guy Marquette's last question.
Marquette's last one because he's my boy, dude. What's up?
Do I pivot to Wilson or Parker Washington? If Tyreek sits.
If Tyreek sits, then I'm going Parker Washington.
All right. Guys, like the channel if you haven't done so already, subscribe. And if you want to become a member of the Fantasy Star family right now, $1 a week for the first month. Scan the QR code. Go to fantasystarm.com/Santa. Take advantage of the offer. Get us in the Discord. Good luck, everybody, in week 16. We will catch you all later. Happy holidays, everybody.